Welcome back, everyone. It is 8:12 on this Friday morning. So good to have you along for the ride. You're definitely going to enjoy our next interview. A Major League MVP is visiting the minor leagues today. I'm talking about two-time National League MVP Dale Murphy. He's going to be throwing out the first pitch at Knight Stadium tonight. We are happy to have Dale joining us this morning, though, well before he works out his arm and sees if he still has the good stuff. Good to see you, Mr. Murphy. How is everything?
Great. Thanks for having me on.
I'm excited about this conversation. You know, we were just talking. You were saying that this isn't your first time coming to Charlotte. You have a little history 30 years ago and then even more recent. Let's talk about 30 years ago. You actually played here in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's hard for me to remember 30 years ago.
Sorry to remind you of that, but...
That's okay. Yeah, I'm also a grandpa. Braves fans aren't used to hearing those words, Dale Murphy and grandpa, in the same sentence. But yeah, I came through here. I was in the Southern League. I played with Savannah, and I believe that time Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, was here in Charlotte with the Orioles. So this is a great city for sure. Love to come back here. Been back a few times since, and love coming here.
You even have a son that played for the Panthers. People probably don't know that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, my son Sean, well, he was originally drafted by Miami in 2008 and went to Tampa, and then came here with the Panthers, and he had a great experience here.
How much has baseball changed since you were playing? I mean, there's obviously the steroid controversy that it seems like we're talking about year after year after year. How much has the game itself changed?
Well, the game is pretty much the same. I mean, I think baseball's done a pretty good job of getting through that steroid era. There's good testing, I think, where things are back to normal now. So I'm proud of the job baseball has done. There's always going to be a few issues, but they're really working hard on it to send the right message to kids that you know, that you don't need to take that stuff to be a Major League Baseball player. So, but other than that, the game is pretty much the same. I think these guys now that are playing though are much better athletes. They're doing things that we could never do.
You know, you're known as the good guy of baseball. That's part of what a lot of people remember you for, being such a nice guy. Who are some of the current players out there that you think are continuing that legacy of really being fan-friendly and living a life that one would want to emulate?
Well, I think, you know, there's guys that I really enjoy watching play. Obviously, I keep in touch with the Braves a lot. But Jason Hayward, Freddie Freeman, Brian McCann are the guys that, you know, that I think about. And Chipper Jones getting ready. This is last year, so it's been fun to watch him. You know, I love the way Jimmy Rollins plays for Philadelphia. Matt Kemp for the Dodgers is one of my favorite players. And Hunter Pence with the Phillies. Those are some of the guys I think about. There's a lot of guys doing a lot of good things out there.
How much contact do you still have with active players?
Well, I try to get you know, around the Atlanta Braves as much as I can. I go to spring training and try to stay young.
All right, good stuff. Now, I'm curious. When you throw out the pitch, I was telling you just a little while ago, I threw out the pitch the other day and I kind of one-hopped it, but I'm only telling you that because you're the professional. So you think you still got it? I mean, you were a catcher at one point in time in your career, so can you be on the mound and throw to the catcher?
No, I'm just hoping to get it there, you know. I don't, you know, people say, why didn't you throw it harder? I said, that's all I got. You know, it's been a long time, but I'll definitely have to warm up before I get out there.
I hear that. Good to have you. Appreciate you being here.
Continued
success to you. Welcome anytime you're back in town.
Thank you very much.
All right, once again, folks, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer there. I'm going to claim that for you right now.
Live from the high-definition studios at Fox Charlotte, this is Fox News Edge.
Is back on Fox News Edge, and tonight we are in Fort Mill at Knight Stadium. Thanks for joining us for the Edge tonight. I'm Ashley Anderson.
And I'm Joey Hewell. That's right. We are high above the field right here at the Brew House, having a great time.
The game just wrapped up. We've had a great night of watching baseball. So glad you can join us tonight. It's a big weekend out here. The Knights play the Gwinnett Braves again tomorrow night at 7:15, and then Sunday at 2:15. Stick around tomorrow night for an awesome post-game fireworks show, and then on Sunday, you're going to love this, Joey. It's Bark at the Ballpark.
That's right. You know, I love my dogs. So you can bring your dog to the game. There'll even be a pooch parade before the first pitch. I will be involved. Kids get to run the bases after the game. And for more information on that and tickets, you can call 704-357-8071, or you can purchase them online at charlotteknights.com.
And of course, one of the main reasons we're here tonight, Atlanta Braves legend Dale Murphy is in the house. The two-time MVP in 1982 and 83, was a fixture for the Braves in the 80s, and he's one of the most popular players of all time for the Braves.
I'd agree with that. He actually threw out the first pitch tonight and signed autographs, and we got a chance to hang out with him for a few minutes earlier tonight. Let's check that out.
Yes, thank you.
You're from the era, and you're known personally for clean living and sort of the purity of the sport. And, you know, what did you think when the sport kind of took a turn, when the steroids were dominating the news and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was really frustrating. A real tough time for baseball, and especially the message it sent to kids that this is what you got to do to be a Major League Baseball player. Really frustrating. And so I'm glad that baseball's kind of turned that corner, and we've made some good progress, because you don't have to take that stuff to be a great athlete. But unfortunately, you know, we went through a rough time, but I think we've made a lot of progress.
So you're out here at Knight Stadium meeting the fans, hanging out. Is this something you like to do? Is this you do often, or what?
Yeah, I've done it a few times the last few years throughout the Southeast. You know, it's Braves country, so it's fun to reconnect with longtime Braves fans. I don't say old, longtime Braves fans, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I actually played in the league Charlotte was in, I hate to say it, but 1976. It was probably before you were born, maybe. Just a little bit. Anyway, and I was in the Southern League. I was in Savannah, and we played. You know, it's fun to, you know, like I say, Braves country here in Charlotte and this area and throughout the Southeast. So yeah, I've done it a few times. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, here we are at Knight Stadium, and I've seen quite a few Braves jerseys in the audience.
Yeah. This is friendly territory for me.
Yeah. Do you still see, I mean, I'm sure you see, walking down the street, you see people wearing jerseys with Murphy on the back. That's got to feel good.
Well, I see, yeah. I see, oh, it feels really good. I see it in Atlanta occasionally, you know, and so you go to the ball game there. And yeah, people have a connection there with the team from the early 80s. We only had a couple good years, but it was a lot of fun.
Now, you know that, I mean, of course you know this. When you were with the Braves, of course you were excellent. You were a two-time MVP, and we can go through a list of the awards that you had. But really, in the 90s is when the Braves really started winning the division. Does that upset you a little bit? That you're like, where were these guys when I was there, you know?
Well, it doesn't really upset me so much as I just wish I was there at that time.
Yeah.
You know, they really put it together and became a consistently competitive team, and it's a real tribute to the organization, because we were good for a couple of years, but you know, we weren't very consistent. So it's great to see the organization, you know, there to the point to where they're always contending for the title. That's what it's all about.
Are you a Braves fan now? Do you still watch?
Oh yeah, I watch as much as I can.
He has to say that.
I don't have any excuse with computers and the internet now. I can watch it wherever I'm at, so I always try to keep in touch.
Do you have any favorite players that you feel are really representing the sport well?
Well, you know, I've as far as the Braves are concerned, I've really appreciated Chipper Jones' career. This being his last year, it's going to be fun to watch him. But I love Brian McCann, Jason Hayward, Freddie Freeman, the young guys with the Braves. And then there's guys throughout the league. You know, I love to watch Matt Kemp play with the Dodgers and Hunter Pence with the Phillies. You know, there's some good players, very, very good players.
Well, we're here with one of the best, and Dale, we certainly appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate the Knights inviting me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
What a legend. What a great guy.
And you
love
you got to meet your hero.
I got to meet my hero. What a great guy. All right, well, there's so many other stories.
Woo! Everybody looks so excited. He went down to 2 Braves games this last weekend. You were broadcasting one of them.
Were you there? That's awesome. Let's get a picture. Here, I'll turn around and look. Let's get a picture.
Knights fans, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Tonight, the Charlotte Knights are proud to welcome a special guest to the field. He's a former 2-time NL MVP and one of the best center fielders in the history of Major League Baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Night Stadium for Atlanta Braves great Dale Murphy.
Is it really? Sure. Thanks for waiting.
Great role model as a kid.
There you go.
Thank you. What a great role model.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming. How are you?
Oh yeah, can I get
Good.
Hi.
What's up, dude?
Again somewhere.
Oh yeah,
all right.
Your phone.
Thanks for coming out. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for
He's just on.
scrunch together. You want me this way or scrunch this way or scrunch this way? This way. I mean,
you want to scrunch.
are all three of us on camera?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Okay. We're scrunched. That's good.
You're going to start, right, Joey?
Yeah, you can start off.
Oh, okay.
The script says like you were with him earlier. Check it out.
Okay.
Right.
And are you ready?
Oh yeah.
In 3, 2. We are so excited to be here with baseball great Dale Murphy. You know, tonight we're talking about sports heroes of our youth, and I know Joey wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes. So the question of the night for our viewers is who is your sports, I guess, hero or legend? And you would be mine. I remember I was born in 1980, and my dad was the biggest fan of you, and we used to watch you every single time. It was on TBS, of course, where they played the Atlanta Braves. So who is your idol?
Well, when I was growing up, I loved Willie Mays. That was yeah, I loved Willie. You know, along with millions of other kids, but. Then when I got into high school, they moved me to catcher from the outfield. And so once I started catching, it was Johnny Bench.
Oh, okay.
Dates me a little bit.
Well, you know,
they're great players.
Thank you.
Who was your greatest sports hero as a kid? Tell us now at facebook.com/Fox News Edge.
Well, we already know who mine is. I mean, mine's Dale Murphy. I got a chance to meet him tonight. I was like nervous. My hands are shaking while I'm talking to him. That dude's a legend. And
Yeah,
we got a
he
chance
is.
to hang out with him.